Hello, Jay Brandt here, just to spend a few minutes and talk about the difference in grain drills, things to look at and understand. Here beside me is a Kraus double disc drill. Commonly, at least we commonly refer to it as a fluff and plant drill. And we compare that to a single disc drill, such as the John Deere here beside us. And we call that a slice and plant drill because it's a single disc drill that operates at an angle to slice through the soil, as opposed to a double disc drill, which tends to lift and fluff the soil. So in this case, the Kraus drill uses an offset disc with a leading larger disc to act as a coulter. So in this case, this double disc drill does not have a forward coulter to loosen the soil, but relies on the double disc opener for that, and places the seed behind the double disc opener. The Kraus drill is a little different from other disc drills in that it uses the walking tandem system for depth control, and we feel that this gives it very good even depth control across uneven terrain, especially useful in no-till situation where you see a little bit more difference in your terrain. The front wheel and the back wheels in combination act to maintain a consistent depth of your double disc opener, very similar to the single disc, which is controlled with the neighboring gauge wheel on it. The rear wheel in this case also works to pack and close the seed opening. So if we look at the single disc drill, then here we see that we have the single disc with your gauge wheel. In this case, to help with seed placement, the John Deere has a seed firming wheel and then your closing wheel here as well. So seed depth and placement is maintained by the gauge wheel here. In this case, we have the reduced inner diameter to reduce sidewall compaction from that standpoint. So we would use the single disc drill in drier situations. It does very good for minimum disturbance. The gauge wheel next to the single disc allows for very minimal soil disturbance, which many no-tillers prefer. The seed firming wheel here works very good to keep your seed in the trench and to have uniform placement. There are many aftermarket wheels that are slightly smaller in diameter, which tend to work a little bit better and reduce some sidewall smearing. There's many options for your closing wheel to aid in closing the seed trench in case you have some sticky conditions. There are many tooth wheels and options to take the standard iron wheel and have it notched to get very good sidewall crumbling. So we compare then again to the double disc opener. The soil tends to ride up on the disc and be carried out and comes, so it's not kept as firm in a trench. There's more disturbance because it's carried up and released from the disc. In this case, the scrapers are on the inside to keep that clear, that channel there clear. In this case, we don't have any seed firming device on this planter yet, and we'll probably be evaluating the need for those in the future. So here we have a short description of the two types of very popular grain drills. The double disc unit here with a little different configuration with the leading notched disc as opposed to a coulter for the soil opening, and the single disc drill. Both very good drills to use for soybeans and small grains, as well as cover crops.